Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. A man who stands for nothing will fall for anything. You can't separate peace from freedom because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. I believe in human beings and that all human beings should be respected as such, regardless of their color. Anytime you see someone more successful than you are, they are doing something you aren't. If you have no critics, you'll likely have no success. I'm for truth, no matter who tells it. I'm for justice, no matter who it is for or against. Without education, you're not going anywhere in this world. We are nonviolent with people who are nonviolent with us. Power in defense of freedom is greater than power in behalf of tyranny and oppression. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Concerning nonviolence, it is criminal to teach a man not to defend himself when he is the constant victim of brutal attacks. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent, and that's power. You don't have to be a man to fight for freedom. All you have to do is to be an intelligent human being. There is no better than adversity. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance the next time. I am not a racist. I am against every form of racism and segregation, every form of discrimination. I believe in human beings and that all human beings should be respected as such, regardless of their color. The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. I'm for truth, no matter who tells it. I'm for justice, no matter who it is for or against. You can't hate the roots of a tree and not hate the tree. You can't hate Africa and not hate yourself. Sitting at the table doesn't make you a diner unless you eat some of what's on that plate. You don't have to be a man to fight for freedom. All you have to do is to be an intelligent human being. Nobody can give you freedom. Nobody can give you equality or justice or anything. If you're a man, you take it. Be peaceful, be courteous, obey the law, respect everyone, but if someone puts his hand on you, send him to the cemetery. I have more respect for a man who lets me know where he stands, even if he's wrong, than the one who comes up like an angel and is nothing but a devil. I am for violence if nonviolence means we continue postponing a solution to the American black man's problem just to avoid violence. We cannot think of being acceptable to others until we have first proven acceptable to ourselves. So early in my life, I had learned that if you want something, you had better make some noise. My alma mater was books, a good library. I could spend the rest of my life reading, just satisfying my curiosity. Stumbling is not falling. If you have no critics, you'll likely have no success. Dr. King wants the same thing I want: freedom. America needs to understand Islam because this is the one religion that erases from its society the race problem. You can't separate peace from freedom because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. If you're not ready to die for it, put the word freedom out of your vocabulary. Truth is on the side of the oppressed. The ability to read awoke inside of me some long-dormant craving to be mentally alive. We declare our right on this earth, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary. The only way we'll get freedom for ourselves is to identify ourselves with every oppressed people in the world. We are blood brothers to the people of Brazil, Venezuela, Haiti, Cuba, yes, Cuba too. To have once been a criminal is no disgrace. To remain a criminal is the disgrace. In all our deeds, the proper value and respect for time determines success or failure. We black men have a hard enough time in our own struggle for justice and already have enough enemies as it is to make the drastic mistake of attacking each other and adding more weight to an already unbearable load. If the federal government does not want to use its legislative and executive power to protect the rights of African Americans, it is left to the African Americans themselves to protect their own rights. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock, my brothers and sisters. Plymouth Rock landed on us. A race of people is like an individual man until it uses its own talent, takes pride in its own history, expresses its own culture, affirms its own selfhood. It can never fulfill itself. I don't even call it violence when it's in self-defense. I call it intelligence. It is criminal to teach a man not to defend himself when he is the constant victim of brutal attacks. It is criminal to teach a man not to defend himself when he is the constant victim of brutal attacks. I believe that there will ultimately be a clash between the oppressed and those who do the oppressing. I believe that there will be a clash between those who want freedom, justice, and equality for everyone and those who want to continue the system of exploitation.